sentences, then don't complain when the world looks at you just as a girl. You've got to grow from a girl to a woman. And in his exact words, and I think if he was still here, he would be clapping the loudest because he taught me that situations are like a wall. And you take your knuckle to the wall, and your knuckle fears just the air that comes closer as you're about to connect. It fears it. But if you keep going, and you keep that consistent practice in place, there comes a day when the wall fears the knuckle. And in my life, that is the concept of I am. Is to say, I will live my life with dignity, but the conditionings won't apply. Will I have to pay a big price for it? Sure. My life is anything but normal. Every day there is a new question, there is a new situation. But let's be honest, as women, now I'm being gender specific, we are born with this innate ability to process life. Not just give birth or nurture alone, but to process it. Somewhere along the way, once the umbilical cord is cut, we kind of think that we've lost that ability. No, it's always there. Ask me, it's even there after menopause. Everything in life is possible. I believe that when you attach something to this I am, including this fabulous line here, woman, it kind of spells the basics of who you are. And it's a fantastic feeling to live that life as honestly as possible. And Karan, that is Alisa, and she's not very fond of the word adopted, not because she doesn't know the word, but yeah, she knows it. And she also tells you the opposite of adopted. Biological, very boring, everyone's born from the stomach, right? She's born from my heart. And boy, what a beauty she is. Thank you for coming in, Lisa.
Sushmita, one last thing. What advice would you give our young women? How would you tell them to live their life on their own terms? Yes, how?
I should be publishing a book on this or something. Maybe I should actually, it's a cool idea. Yeah, no, but just got it. Thank you. Breaking inertia. That's what I would call it. It really is. There's no method to this madness. Each of our lives are as unique as our DNAs. For me to tell you how I did it is a waste of your time. Because your situations are different. Your life choices are different. Your conditioning is different than mine. But one thing that is true and common in all of us, I don't think I should use bad words, but when shit hits the roof, there's sometimes you have to express it like that, otherwise you don't get the feel of it. But when it comes to that, you got that, right? Yeah, when it comes to that, I have not known a single woman, whether she belongs to the modern society as we know it, or coming from a rural backdrop, who has not stood up and created a hell of a storm. I have never seen it happen. I have seen an 85-year-old grandmother stand up. And that's who you really are. So, if you want to live your life on your own terms, fasten your seatbelts, take a deep breath, and have the ability to hold on to that breath for as long as you can. Because if you hold on to fear long enough, it turns to courage. It always turns to courage. And when it does, rejection turns to acceptance. The problem is we give up very quickly. The problem is we try a new face cream every day and say it's not working in a week. You have to be consistent. Everything in life is about consistency. So, whatever you choose to be a housewife, be the best housewife anybody can ever be. Because I tell you from my own experience, it is the hardest job in the world. And I have housewife, mother, father, a professional, an entrepreneur, and a person who belongs to other people as part of my job profile. And if I can compartmentalize all of it and say, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do just this and do it well, it's incredible what you can achieve in your life. So yeah, by all means, actually that's a great thing. A lot of the times people wonder, you don't do movies. I'm a daughter. I must tell you this. Please refrain from laughing because I couldn't stop laughing when I heard it. So I stopped doing films when she came into my life because I'd missed out on a lot of Renee's firsts as a mother. And I deeply thought it impacted her growing up years. I didn't want to miss out with Elisa, so I took a break. And that break was amazing because there isn't a thing about this little one that I have missed. Cut to, she grows up. She's got a very lovely vocabulary, very expressive. And she says to me, why do people take your pictures and your videos and all the time? And so I said, because you know, I'm kind of famous. Doing what? So I said, well, you know, I was Miss Universe. That was a long time ago. That's true, very true. I did create history. Yeah, that was also a long time ago. True. But I'm also an actress. Oh, I've never seen you shoot a movie. She had a point. And it is the most thankless job in the world to be a mother. But at the end of the day, I know that when she uses a big word and she expresses herself with ultimatum, for example, she's trying to say ultimatum, but never mind. I see that I achieved that, and for me, these are the little things, including all of my vocational achievements, that cumulatively form the success story of my life. It was any one thing, that's not who I am. There are people made like that, and God bless them because they're dedicated to it. For me, it's all these different chapters, and this one is a very big chapter in my life. So yeah.
I think I have any more questions.
See, this is why I'm single.
I love you.
I love you too, Jacqueline. So are you going to sing now? Or are you going to sing after giving me an award?
Are you really serious?
No, I'm always very serious.
No recording, no laughing at me.
All of you, zoom in.
So, I do like Bollywood. When we go out partying in the nights, people are like, oh, you live in South Mumbai, you want to hear like the latest club music. And I'm like, no, I want Bollywood. People are like, I'm like, no, I like Bollywood. So there's this one song, which I really like, with Sushmita Sen. I want to try. Okay?
Doesn't he have excellent taste?
आजा ना छूले मेरी चुनरी सनम कुछ ना मैं बोलूं तो मेरी कसम हाय जवानी सर पे मेरे तेरे पे करी जवानी तेरे हाय
आगे जीत है और डर के आगे जीत है ये सुनिए करण गुप्ता का संगीत है well done, man. You really sang it with a lot of heart.
कितने दिल तोड़ेंगे आप? Okay, जी, time for now giving Miss Sushmita Sen the most well-deserved Iron Woman of Substance Award.
Oh, but before that happens, have the other ladies recipients received theirs already?
No, we're going to.
Oh, not yet, right? Well, congratulations to all of you. To all of you present here. It's awesome that all of you made the time to come here and applaud all of us women. Because you may think we're used to it, but a note of encouragement in our lives goes a long way in furthering the inspiration. So thank you very much for everything.
We are pleased to invite on stage the man who's behind Iron Woman, the man who gives me courage and puts me on the right path, the editor of Youth Incorporated magazine, Madhoo Shah. And could you please have the most beautiful Alicia join us?
One more thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure that you know of, I'm not trying to embarrass you again, I'm just trying to say something I really wanted to say. In all my emotional talking, I forgot to say it. I'm very, very proud of him. One of the biggest reasons for, more than the award, to be honest with you, that I wanted to be here this evening was because he and the Education Foundation of Karan Gupta has impacted enormous amounts of lives and children. I also have a foundation which deals with educating kids and looking into their health and sanitation. And there's nothing more empowering than education, you've heard that. But you know why? Because it gives you hope. And without hope, there's no way forward. So, 92,000 kids, that's the number of lives this foundation has touched in various ways. Yes, must have worked. Yes. From slum children in Dharavi to just children who need motivation to further their cause. Karan Gupta Education Foundation has my salute for the effort that they continue to put in, not just for women empowerment, but for the most favorite people I have in my life, children. So my hat's off to you, love. More power to you and your team. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I love you. Bye.
Spoken to the top management of these companies, and I don't ask anything for myself. I say, except my travel and stay, I don't charge anything because I can earn my own living. That's right. Soul free. We don't graduate anymore. We say soul free.
Again, Sushmita ji, again congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, guys.
Message for youth and women of today.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I need this. Sorry. Just need this desperately because I've been eating my lipstick.
Madam, mic racket is going. Audio
Just keep it here, na? It will come. It will come.
audio आ जाए.
Ma'am, can I just have
Of course you can. Babu, I'll just run with Alisa. Oh, she got it. Okay guys, so this is my award and this is very, very precious. The I Am connection and of course the pride I feel in being a woman, and this, like I said, coming from an organization like Karan Gupta Education Foundation has made it very, very memorable for me, and the fact that my daughter was on stage, Alisa, to receive it with me is forever etched in my heart. My message to women in general, you asked me about my message to women.
Women and youth.
You know, it's a very done to death statement and sentiment when they keep saying children are the future, the youth have the world at the palm of their hand, they have to decide the way forward. But as repeated and mechanical as that sounds, it is the truth. It is the truth because the choices you're making today, and you're making it in a time when you're not an 18-year-old like me who didn't have Google and YouTube and the social media. The world is open to you even if you haven't traveled to the rest of the world. You know what's happening in the world. You must know that your life matters. Your voice matters. Your opinions are going to shape the way things move forward. So make it look good, but don't lose yourself in social media and social structuring. Find who you are and then get out there and change it. If there's something you don't like, only you can change it. So get out there and change it. Love you guys. Thank you.
Karan, it turned out to be a beautiful program. What are your thoughts?
I think we're very lucky to have Miss Sushmita Sen with us. She is indeed not only Miss Universe and the most beautiful woman in the universe, she has a golden heart. She is a woman of inner beauty, a woman of courage, a woman of strength, and a woman who makes a difference. Her I Am Foundation and Sushmita Sen, I believe, are going to change the world with all the initiatives that we are doing. We are lucky again to have Miss Sen. Thank you so much for being here. You are our I Am woman of substance of the year.
Yeah,
thank you.
and proudly so. Thank you guys. Yes, come this way. I love you very, very much, and this is cherished.
Thank you.
बहुत बहुत